Hello everybody, good evening. It is June 9th, 2026. My name is Anne Marie. I am the AM of Handmade by AM Bevel. I am glad that you are here tonight. If this is your first time watching, welcome. If this is your 100th time, I don't know, I don't have that many yet, I don't think. Welcome to you as well. I am going to refresh over here on my phone. I try to use my phone to monitor comments. It's a little easier for me. I hope that you are having a great evening. It is not refreshing on my phone. I have a feeling I'm going to have some special guests this evening. We'll see. I gave this special guest wet food thinking that that would make them fall asleep. But we shall see. If you're watching on the replay, hello. Glad that you are here as well. And for everybody, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe if you're not already, and you can always leave either chat live or leave comments down in the comment section. Let me know that you were here. So things that are going on right now, I'm very excited to let you know that free shipping is going to go on for 3 days, starting on Thursday the 11th. So Thursday through Saturday, that is the 11th through the 13th, there will be free shipping for your orders of $75 or more. I wish I could predict the future and let you know when that is before you order, but I cannot do that. I do not have those capabilities because I too would like to know when free shipping is going to happen before I place an order. If you do happen to place an order during free shipping or anytime during the month, once you get to that $75 an hour mark, you do qualify to add the product of the month to your cart for $5. And this month it is the Wild Bunch stamp set. Ooh, it's so cute and adorable. I do believe the vellum from last month is still available, so you could have a couple of options if this is not tickling your fancy. Mine did come, so I have it right here. Not used her yet. I would like to know, either through the live chat or on the comments later, which of the little animals is your favorite. I might be settling on the snail because he looks like he's smiling. The koala looks like he's a little ornery. We don't know what that penguin is doing. The cow kind of looks mad, but he's a cute mad. So let me know what animal that you like the best out of the Wild Bunch stamp set. I do really like the sentiments. Of course, we get a great happy birthday. Oh, we could even put a little party hat on the penguin. Oh my gosh, that would be really cute. And we have like this cute little texture thing, several sentiments. I even like the little hand-drawn heart stamp. So you can add this with your $75 order, or you can pick any other of the products that are available. Product of the month is only available while supplies last, and only one per account per order. So I would not be able to place another $75 order and get a second one of these stamp sets. The system shall not allow it. And hello, good evening to my mom, who has said hi. So that leads to Anne Marie's special this month, which is every $50 retail. So that is after your Stampinup rewards, before the tax and shipping. Every $50 retail spent with me in June 2026, I should have put that on there, enters you for a chance to win a $50 Stampin Rewards shopping spree from me. So what I will do is at the end of the month, I will go through, I'll tally up for everybody and determine how many names you get in the virtual hat, and I will draw one winner, and I will send you $50 Stampin' Up! Rewards. Now there's a catch. You have to make sure that you have your that you have opted into Stampin' Up! Rewards, because I can't gift you rewards if you have declined the program. So please make sure that you've done that, and you do have to make sure that I'm selected as your demonstrator. You can't say, well, I ordered from Sally Smith, so why can't I get in? You got to order from me. That's the whole point. Let's see. There's some other people on. Linda is on. So hello, Linda. Oh, Mom is thinking that the Wild Bunch could be used for baby cards. I agree. They do kind of have a baby feel, so I think that is a very good choice. And if you are shopping for the free shipping or just in general, make sure to always check out the last chance items. Those were refreshed last Tuesday, so there are newer items there and many items that are discounted, so you can get some good deals. You can maybe get free shipping at 75 level. You can add the product of the month. You can get 1 or 2 entries into my reward giveaway for the $50. So it's the first time I've kind of done that kind of reward thing. So I just wanted to give it a try to see what the response is. A little enticing. Wouldn't that be amazing if you ordered $50 and stuff and then I just gave you $50 in rewards back? I think that's pretty cool. And I do reserve the right to have additional prizes if I get kind of like a larger amount of orders for some reason this month, maybe because of the contest. I could add to that. Oh, Wiley has just texted me. I think he's landed. Let's see. Oh, he is. All right, we're going to respond. Wiley's been gone since last Monday. I'm going to say, I'm doing my video. I'm doing my video. Glad you home. He's going to be like, sorry, babe. So, they got in a little early even. So, welcome home, Wiley. Now you get to go claim all your luggage, get onto the bus to the parking lot, and drive home. So, it'll be probably another almost 2 hours before I see him. But he's not quite in Kansas. He's over at the airport, which is in Missouri, because that's how we roll here in Kansas. You have to fly to Missouri to get here. So, all right. I'm really excited about tonight's project. It is easy, and I do think that it is a wow. So I'm going to switch the camera, and we're going to get this so maybe it's straight-ish. Sorry for the jiggles. You know, I'm just not super professional around here, but I do try to be. So I do have several samples to show you, and if you saw the thumbnail, I had a little preview. I have no idea what to call this card. If somebody knows if this has an official technique, I haven't even come up with a name. Maybe we do that together. I don't know. But if you know the name of this, then let me know. So I will show you the card that I received. And I actually got this from my friend Celia from Onstage. She had made this card as a swap. Now I think this paper is now on the last chance or it's gone, but that doesn't really matter. And I was like, oh my gosh, that looks really cool. How did you do that? She's like, oh, it's just super easy. And so I kind of pegged and prodded to get it. Now, as I go through this, let's see, and oh, look, she even has like a nice sentiment inside. What I like about this, with my measurements I'm going to give you, you can get 3 cards out of a 12 by 12, and then you do have some very usable pieces left over. So, and you could probably get 4 if you do the measurements a little bit different, but I like to make things easy for assembly. So that's what we'll talk through. We're going to just put these off to the side here. So the main thing that you need is designer series paper, and you really kind of want the same pattern. So if you're wondering, this piece of paper comes from the Paper Medley 12 by 12 mix in designer series paper. It is a very random stack of DSP. It's kind of like a good a la carte selection. Okay, like if you're just like, I want something new, but I don't want to commit to a whole pack of flowers. I need something maybe a little bit more usable that I could do for backgrounds or something. This might be the pack paper for you. It is in the current mini catalog. Again, Paper Medley 12 by 12 mix in designer series paper, because I guess they were calling it that because it is a wide range of things. Where does Celia? Celia lives down in Southern California. She was my roommate at Onstage. So, she has popped on here every once in a while. She does catch me live. I just put the measurements away before I talk to them. So we need one piece. And again, these are the measurements I chose. You can adjust as necessary, but I'll tell you why I picked these as we assemble. So this is 3 3/4 by 5. And then 2 pieces that are 1 3/4 by 5. Then I have, I like a little layer. So then I have a coordinating layer. I don't have that layer written down, but can we guess what the layer is? We have 1/4 of an inch, so it'd be 4 by 5 1/4. And we have card base. So eventually we're going to build up to something like this. And then we'll talk about the other pieces later. So these 2 pieces are we're gonna do a little foldy action. I don't know what to call it, foldy action. So I'm gonna take, so I'm gonna keep this one side straight. I'm gonna take this corner and I want to fold it up and butt the corner to this edge here. And you could probably do that several different ways. It doesn't have to be perfect as far as being even on the sides, because we're going to put something in the middle. And so this can go up here like this. And that's going to go there. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Now, I'm using a very friendly paper for this, so there's no pattern, so I don't have to think. But if I was and I needed to keep this straight, then we'll just fold up like this. So there really is no, and so I'm just trying to match it right up there. Kind of, it feels like making a paper airplane a little bit. And I want to just varnish these really well with your bone folder. And then that's the heart of the card. Now, Celia's card, I noticed her middle piece was thinner. It was not the 3 3/4. Maybe it was 3 inches or 2. She was saving her paper. I like doing it this way because I can just line up this edge with here, and then I'm going to have a perfect border. Otherwise, I'd have to glue this down. Pretend like this is smaller. Say it was like here, but I wanted that regular. Then I have to try to line this up. And is it worth the headache to save 1/2 inch of paper? I don't know. Maybe when you're making a swap like she was. But we're just going to leave that layer, that full size, and just glue right on top of it. Highly, highly recommend your Tombow when you're doing this, because then we can slide into place. So what I was doing was kind of coming at one corner, and then I can just press down. So hopefully that makes sense. Even though I'm hiding that much of the paper, and see, I was able to slide that back in because I was a little off. And then I'm going to do the same. And literally can use any paper. What do I hear? I need a guy card. I need a sympathy card. I need easy cards. I have too much paper. What do I do with it all? I just want to use it up. This would be great. Again, 3 cards with some usable pieces left over from one 12 by 12 sheet. Now you're going to notice, wow, Anne-Marie, your folding right there really kind of stinks. Well, that's where this comes in, and that's going to cover it up, and I'll show you what labels I've used, and then you don't even know. So we could actually do it this way or this way, whichever way. The sentiment could go this way or this way, and it's covering up there, okay? So let's put this on our Calypso Coral here. Super easy. And I do think it looks kind of wow, because it feels trippy to me when it's all assembled. And it feels like this mirage a little bit. So now, because I chose to do that back layer as the full layer, it was very easy to mount this on to the pop layer, we'll say. And then we're just going to stick this on a card base, and I am, let's see, why can't I remember the name of this beautiful Darling Duckling? There we go. I got it. I kind of like this Darling Duckling with the Calypso Coral. I think it's fun. It feels a little retro, but kind of summery, springy too. So we're going to stamp a sentiment. I am going to stamp the Hip Hip Hooray, which we used last week from our balloon festoon. Because I'm hoping you all are going to want to order this bundle with those balloon dies. I want you to remember how great the birthday sentiments are in balloon festoon. And you have to say it that way. I made that rule up, but I feel like it should. A windmill, that's good. Okay, it does kind of look like a windmill. Like, I wonder how, because there's the Starburst card, right? We've done that where we layer triangles all together. But this, you don't even have to do that much cutting, because with the Starburst card, you have to cut a lot. I want to pull out my little pierce mat. Get a pierce mat if you don't have one. And this will just fit on this label. Ooh, Emery, what are those labels you have? Please tell me more. I will. These are the Beautifully Celebrated dies. And the bundle is last chance, but I think the dies are carrying over. There is a stamp set. Somebody that I know who may or may not be my #1 fan ordered 2 sets of dies. So I got one, and I've been using them. I like these big labels. So that's what I've used. Beautifully Celebrated dies. I like a nice nesting die, and I don't know if you can see, there's even a little embossed around the edge. I'm gonna just put a little glue. We're gonna close this up. Safety. That looks nice. And then we're just gonna put dimensionals, and we could do it either way. Somebody might have just given themselves up in the chat about how I came in possession of these beautifully celebrated dies. I want to use these little corner things. I don't know what that does. I just kind of saw the nesting and went, yeah, I can use that. We're just going to put dimensionals on here, and then you can decide portrait or landscape. And I do have samples that actually have directional pattern on it. You have to think a little bit when you're cutting, but that's okay. We can think. Could add a little ribbon back there. Celia's card's got a ribbon. But I'm just going to go with some bling. I have just whatever I have sitting out over here with cat hair all over it. Maybe these little, I have no idea. Don't ever ask me. Now, if there's new bling, I'm pretty like, hey, this is available. I don't know if these are available. These are the adhesive backed metallic gems. They could be. I'm going to pull out the silver ones because I think that will look good with this. It won't like clash. I think it'll make it pop out a little bit more. Let's put one up there, and then let's do another one. I've been starting to put more bling on. I've been going to 5, sometimes 7. Why? Because I have a lot of it, and it looks nice on there. So just like that. Doesn't it look cool? Now, I will notice that I just did now, the direction of this pattern is going different. That's okay. You still get the same effect, don't you? I do have this little scrap because I had cut this off of a 6x12. So I could just stick this at the bottom. So let's just do that. I think this color's light enough. We don't need a white piece inside. That was just my little leftover piece. I don't really need it. Super cute. So this is the one that is in the picture, the thumbnail for the video. And this was a directional paper. This is the Lily. Let's see if I have it in the stack here. Or did I stick it? I probably was a good girl and put it away on my shelf. And yeah, this is also new paper in the mini catalog. It's Lily something, and it is directional. Thinking of you. This could be a sympathy card. I did like this paper because we get to use our basic beige with it. You could use white too, but there is something with the basic beige that I really like. And that is also the Darling Duckling. That's kind of a coincidence. And notice that's the same label sentiment, but just turned differently. So you get a little different look. Now this one I made landscape. I think this paper's probably off the retired list. This was one of my other early ones. Oh, Turbo's coming in for a visit. Oh, you're just gonna lay right there, huh? This is the shadow. Oh, you got like cobwebs on you. Where have you been? Don't rub the camera. Okay, one, hold. Oh, yeah, your dad's gonna be here real soon. You can follow him around. Okay, so the labels for this, and I have the little gold butterflies on there. These are, and I have more to come to use these. This is the scallop bloom dies. This does have a bundle. I have the full bundle, and you can see how large. It reminds me of like the balloons. It's got like that giant die, so this is good for scrapbooking on down. So that's what I use there. And there's little, I'm gonna zoom, I'm gonna fix my zoom. Aha, see, look, they have little, every other one has little stitching around it. So the large die is solid stitch, solid stitch, solid stitch, solid. So every other one. So it looks really extra cool layered. So we have just the little, this has got like the emboss and then the little stitch around it. Oh, we got to refocus. There we go. Then I was practicing how many can I make from a sheet. I had made, I had done the folding on one, and I thought, oh, I need to see how many I can get from a sheet. Guess who's back? Cat came back the very next day. Now this is the Beautiful Ordinary Life DSP. We used this last week with those birthday cards, those balloon cards. And here I used our stitched dies that everybody has. Hey, Nikki. Now this one I did a little different. So I folded up the color and then showed the black and white. Okay. And those do have a, and I put it on, I think it looks cool on the black. And then here I wanted to do a couple landscapes. So this one's just a little different. I don't know. I thought with the black and white it looked cool to have the contrast. When black and white is on one side, look at this. When black and this is what it's been for since Thursday. I haven't been able to do much of anything because somebody has missed his father. But when black and white's on the other side and we have the color like this, I think it does give a lot of leeway for especially DSP focused cards. I told you I had a lot of samples. So I did do some that have patterns. So this I used the little seaside boat paper. So that's got the little buoys, and then this one is bicycles. So that gives you a whole different look when it's got that directional pattern. You've got to think a little bit with your cutting. And this is the Waterside Retreat DSP. Yeah, I wanted to have something that was a little bit more masculine. I think you could give probably one of these to a guy. Not too bad. If you throw many in it, they don't care. And of course, change your sentiments to whatever you need. Think about this with this paper here. Could easily say sympathy on it. Yeah, let your paper dictate your theme for you. If you have wood grain paper or something like that, that would be great for guys if you're concerned about that. Now, this was the one I wanted to try. I was doing these, finishing these up after work tonight, and I thought, what would this look like with like just a color? And I was like, oh, I could use some two-tone cardstock. Haven't used two-tone cardstock in a minute. So this is two-tone cardstock, same measurements. I ran the background through the plaid embossing folder and then did my little sanding on it to bring that out. And this is the light. And then I folded the light up because the two-tone is light on one side and dark on the other. So I did that, and I kind of thought it looked shirt-esque. You could even probably close, you know, you could glue these down if you want, but I like the shadow and dimension it gives by letting them flip-flop. But you could keep that closed and it would look like a shirt. And then I added, for the labels, I've been using these too, the Forever Floral labels I thought looked good. And so did the white, since the white pops through when we sand it, and added that with the pecan pie. And this is the blueberry bushel two-tone cardstock, if you're asking what the blue is specifically. So you don't even need patterned paper. Texture is our friend. So run through an embossing folder and go from there. So it does, you know, do you agree? Does this feel kind of wow, but it's very easy? Okay, Mom really likes this one, I think. She says, wow, it looks amazing. You could maybe pair a DSP with a regular background. I don't know. I think it might lose the effect slightly. This works because it's the same tone. Things to think about. The two-tone cardstock is a slightly thicker than most of the DSP, but not as thick as our regular cardstock. So the two-tone is great for doing this type of folding technique, but again, just know it'll be slightly thicker than our regular DSP, which is good because we want to be able to sand it to bring out that core. So I had lots of samples, and I needed more. I just needed a few more birthday cards for church, and so I thought like these here were pretty. These were kind of, we need like generic type birthday cards, so like this one, these will go with the church bunch, and maybe this bicycle one too. And that'll round out the cards I need for Vacation Bible School. Haha! This one does look sophisticated. This pecan pie with the blueberry bushel does look very snazzy. I don't know if I'd ever really paired them together. I had assembled the blue, and I thought, oh, what am I going to put it on? And I laid it on regular blue, and I was like, wait a minute, I should put it on white. And then I'm like, now what do I do? And I was going to go to crumb cake. That's my go-to. And I went, no, let's give this one. So I'm really glad I went with the pecan pie. I'm going to have to lean into that pecan pie for guy cards. So blueberry bushel, pecan pie, and white. Mwah. Father's Day? Yeah, that would be really great. And easy. And what's also great about the two-tone is you can get a full pack of color, or Stampin' Up! Does have several packs to coordinate with the scrapbooking workshops, where you get two colors and maybe there's 5 or 6 colors in the pack. So that's really a good way for you to get a variety of the two-tone without committing to a whole pack of however many sheets. So I hope you agree that it is wow and it is easy. And let me excuse me, Turbo, I want to show the measurements again. So this is the basic measurement. Your back layers 3 3/4 by 5, and then you need 2 1 3/4 by 5, and then just fold up. You know, just kind of diagonally fold up. Doesn't need to be perfect because we're going to cover up that middle. And then just glue the edge to edge to leave that gap. Oh, here's the one that I made on the video. I was like, I have so many samples, and I did all of these very quickly. That's the other thing that's cool. I mean, I'm thinking for Christmas or something, this could be a really good way to go as well, if you needed a lot of cards. And as always, make some great gift sets, because you could use like a pack of paper, what usually has 6 designs, 5 designs, 6 designs. You could do, that would be a lot of cards, because you could get 3 cards from each 12 by 12 times 6, 3 times 6, that's 18 cards, and they would all kind of coordinate. That's one thing, if you know, we have a lot of these craft supplies, you know, the economy is not going to get probably any better, so why not give the gift of something you like to do, so you can make cards up and make them into bunches so they match, and that's where using the same DSP pack. Now, the one that I use, this one, with all the weird patterns, that might be okay too. It's just a really good way to make a nice gift. So, in conclusion, thank you for being here. Free shipping for orders $75 or more from starting Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Free shipping if your order is $75 or more. Make sure to add your product of the month while supplies last for $5. It's so cute! And for the month of June 2026, for every $50 you spend with me retail, so that would be after you use Stampin Rewards before your tax and shipping, I'm going to do a drawing at the end of the month. Well, it'd be the beginning of July because I need to take time to tally everything, for a $50 Stampinup Rewards with me. So my link to shop is in the description. That'll take you right there. If you have questions about that or anything that I showed you tonight, you can reach out to me. You can leave a comment or reach out to me on Facebook. The link is in the description for my socials. Facebook is really a great way to get a hold of me. Turbo is taking over the table. Shocking. I will be back next week with something. We'll see what happens there. Because I was going to do a lot of planning in the craft room, but literally he's just been laying here for days. I come in here and he just lays. It's something. I have this card that I made last night with my group, and I'm trying to decide if we do it in Stamp Club or not. It's really cool. It's a little difficult-ish. It's really cool. I don't want to show it because maybe we're going to make it. It would be cool with the Halloween paper. We might. I'm not going to show you. It's too cool. I have to make it a few more times before I'm confident with it. So as I always say, before we go, for less than $1, you can send somebody a smile. Send a card, send 2, send 10. Just for any reason. Doesn't have to be a reason to send a card. So have a great night. Thank you as always for being here. One last reminder to like the video and subscribe if you're not already. And we will see you next Tuesday here. I hope everybody's dry. I didn't even talk about the weather. 3 5/8 inches in the rain gauge overnight. I'm about to build an ark because I don't know if it's ever going to stop raining around here. So I hope everybody is okay. Half my neighborhood still doesn't have power, so I am blessed that we are doing this right now. So thankful for that. We'll see you next week. We'll see you around the Facebook and the social medias. Reach out to me if you need anything. Good night.